Welcome to Meditation Moments. My name is Reverend Nickie Golden, and this is Deese on the piano. We're happy to support you in finding your center today in just taking a moment to pause and to refresh ourselves, to re-nourish ourselves. I'm going to keep my eyes open. You're welcome to keep your eyes open or closed, whatever is most comfortable for you. And begin with a breath, just taking a breath, just going to wiggle a little and loosen up. And then notice how deep your breath comes into your body. Does it stop way up here in your chest? Or does it come way down deep into your abdomen? Wherever it is, let that be perfect for you. And then take a breath that's a little bit deeper and a little bit fuller. As we breathe in and out, as we slow our breath down, then it helps us to center ourselves and to come into a moment of relaxation. And as you do that, think about the world we know today. Just give yourself a moment to think about the world that you know, what's created in your life right now, what's manifest. How do you see the world? Do you see it as something that's happening to you, that you're at the effect of? Do you see the world as something you're actually creating, that you are engaging with the power of life, that essence that flows through each of us on a daily basis, and bringing forth joy or love or peace or harmony, whatever it is that you most want? How do you see your world? Do you look back into the past and spend time in regret or sadness or grief over what has passed? Or are you standing in this present moment, looking at your life exactly as it is today and appreciating all that is in this moment? And that appreciation may be huge, and that appreciation may be as small as the tiniest of seeds. The point is to look for the appreciation, to seek it out as you're moving through your day, as you go about your week. What can you notice that you can appreciate? Is it the blueness of the sky? Is it the green of the trees? The fall flowers that are blooming? Is it the beginnings of pumpkins for the season of harvest? What can you appreciate? And if we become more personal, what about yourself? Can you appreciate? What characteristics or qualities of yourself can you look at and appreciate, be grateful for, that you have these skills and you're able to utilize them in your life? Is it your thinking process? Is it your ability to feel? Is it your ability to stand with another and be present? What is it for you? Take a moment and think about that. What can you appreciate about yourself? What we focus on expands. Where we place our attention, we're actually placing our energy. And when we place our energy someplace, it begins to grow. That space, that place begins to grow. So if you focus on appreciation for yourself, that quality, that characteristic of yourself will expand and grow. Is it your loving heart? We all have this vast and infinite capacity to love. And sometimes the truth is it's hard to love the world that we see around us. And yet, if we begin to chunk it down a little bit and we don't try to love it all at once, what we can do is love bits and pieces of it. We can love the beauty. We can love the seasons or the lack of seasons, depending upon where you live. We can love the mountains and appreciate them, the oceans. We can appreciate our homes, our apartments, our dwellings, our cars, our clothes, our animals. We can see in a new light when we bring the power of appreciation into the now moment. And the harder thing to do is appreciate something that brings us discomfort or someone. Is there someone in your life that you're challenged by or struggling with? Many of us have someone. How do I appreciate someone I feel challenged by? One of the ways I do it is I look at how am I like that person? And what part of me am I seeing in that person that I haven't fully loved? And when I'm able to do that, I can appreciate that I haven't fully loved that part of me. And then I can surround and infuse that part of me with love. I can explore it as if it's a friend. And I can bring my loving, generous awareness, my attention to it. And ask myself, what might I want to change? Or do I want to keep everything exactly the same? And whatever I decide, I can declare it to be perfect, knowing that if something needs to change, I'll get the impulse to change. And if I don't listen to the impulse to change, I'll get a bigger impulse, and that impulse might come from outside of me. But the first one will always come from inside of us. And when we're appreciating the allness of our life, the world we live in, it's easier to follow, to listen to, and to allow that impulse to emerge. My invitation to you, my invitation to myself is to appreciate, to really focus on appreciation this week. What can I appreciate about the world I live in? What can I appreciate about my friends? What can I appreciate about my work? And what can I appreciate about myself? And watch how focusing on appreciation lets everything else that we don't appreciate either fall away or come into our circle of appreciation. See how appreciative you can be this week. And then look at the world you live in, the world we live in. What is there to celebrate? And tell your friends something that you're celebrating, something that feels really good to you, and all the ways that you allow it. Thank you so much for joining us in Meditation Moments today, for being present, for being willing to engage in this beautiful process we call life, for being grateful for every day that we wake up and have something new to look at, to be with, to experience, something new to appreciate in this world that we live in. Make this the absolute best day ever.